Hey everyone, I'm excited to dive into today's topic, which is all about the first half of February and some powerful cosmic events that are unfolding. As I'm recording this on the 5th, we've just stepped into the beginning of a fresh lunar cycle and are gearing up for the full moon in Leo on the 12th. But there's even more significance in the air, welcoming in the year of the wood snake. For those unfamiliar, the wood snake brings a time of innovation, transformation, and strategic reinvention. This is a year to break free from limitations and embrace new opportunities that are aligned with growth and regeneration. If you've been feeling the winds of change around you already, you're not alone. The energy is shifting, and we're seeing it in both subtle and dramatic ways. Speaking of dramatic shifts, let's take a moment to talk about something that happened in the stock market just yesterday, which may have gone under the radar for many. Now, I haven't had the chance to fully dive into the details, but the headlines have been buzzing with reports of a significant disruption. From what I understand, there was an unexpected development involving an open-source AI called DeepSeek, which was developed in China with a modest $6 million in funding. What's interesting about DeepSeek is that it's designed to promote more free speech and reduce censorship, which is particularly noteworthy given the current climate of information control. But what truly makes this event so impactful is its effect on the market. The ripple effect was felt in big tech stocks, with several companies losing millions of dollars in the span of just a few hours. Now, to put this into perspective, this disruption feels very much in line with the astrological energy we're working with right now, specifically Uranus in Taurus. Uranus, the planet of sudden changes, surprises, and radical shifts, has been in Taurus for a while now, stirring up everything related to finance, technology, and material wealth. Taurus represents stability, security, and the value of resources. But when Uranus moves through this sign, it shakes the very foundations of those things, causing unexpected breakdowns and breakthroughs in the areas of economy and power structures. This latest event is just another example of the type of upheaval Uranus in Taurus brings, especially in the context of technology and finance. This fits into a larger ongoing narrative I've been discussing for some time now: the disintegration of old institutions and systems. We're in the midst of a monumental transition from Pluto in Capricorn to Pluto in Aquarius, and the change is palpable. Capricorn represents the establishment, big governments, corporations, and traditional structures of power, things that have long been seen as immovable pillars in our society. But as Pluto moves into Aquarius, the energy shifts dramatically. Aquarius is the sign of innovation, technology, and decentralization. It's about breaking free from the chains of traditional systems and embracing new ways of thinking, being, and creating. Over the next 19 years, we can expect to see a rise in visionary entrepreneurs, independent thinkers, and grassroots movements that challenge the dominance of the massive bureaucratic institutions we've relied on for so long. While these changes won't happen overnight, we're already seeing signs of it, like this AI disruption, offering us a glimpse of what the future holds. Now let's talk about the timing of all this, because it's incredibly significant. Today, Uranus is also stationary direct at 23 degrees Taurus, which intensifies its influence. When an outer planet like Uranus stations direct, its energy amplifies for several days, and we're experiencing that now. Uranus is all about sudden revelations, unexpected shocks, and awakening to new possibilities. It's a time when secrets come to light, the ground beneath us can shift, and radical changes unfold before our eyes. This energy can manifest in many ways, from financial disruptions and political upheavals to more subtle internal shifts. Interestingly, Uranus is also linked to cyber attacks, power outages, aviation issues, and even spiritual awakenings. Many people are reporting heightened intuitive awareness and a stronger sense of connection to their higher selves. This is a period where the veil between the conscious and unconscious realms feels thinner, and many are experiencing a stronger activation of their third eye or intuitive abilities. All of this combined points to a very exciting and transformative time ahead. Whether it's the breakthrough energy of the year of the wood snake, the seismic shifts happening in our financial and political systems, or the awakening that's happening within us on a personal level, the cosmic forces at play are urging us to embrace change and to prepare for the unexpected. The first half of February is setting the stage for a deeper level of transformation, and it's important to stay open to new ideas, new ways of being, and to trust that even when things feel chaotic, they are ultimately guiding us toward a more innovative and decentralized future. So, as we head toward the full moon in Leo, let's take this time to reflect on the changes we want to see in our own lives and in the world around us. The energy is ripe for bold moves and personal reinvention. So take full advantage of this moment to align with your true purpose and to step into the transformative power that's available to us all. Keep an eye on the shifts around you, because they're not just happening in the world. They're happening within you, too. Uranus's ongoing presence at 23 degrees Taurus throughout February until March 13th marks a pivotal period of transformation. If you have any planets or key points between 22 to 24 degrees Taurus, or in other fixed signs like Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, you may be feeling an intensified sense of restlessness, a powerful urge to break free from old routines and to step into something more authentic. The energy of Uranus here brings an undeniable call for change, often resulting in moments of sudden clarity and unexpected insights. Many are experiencing downloads of new knowledge, expanding awareness, and a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. As we navigate through this transformative time, it becomes clear that we are not just in the midst of a technological and societal revolution, but also a revolution of consciousness and love. This isn't simply about changing systems or structures in the outer world. It's also about the inner shifts that are happening on a mass scale, where we are collectively awakening to new possibilities of compassion, unity, and interconnectedness. It's as though the very fabric of reality is being rewoven, and we are learning how to navigate these changes with an open heart and mind. However, with these shifts in awareness come reactions from the established systems. As we become more conscious, there's a parallel rise in physical protests, particularly in places like Europe and the United States, where governments are adopting increasingly authoritarian measures. These actions are sparking resistance, and we are witnessing the beginnings of a kinetic revolution, a movement that is both born from the growing need for personal freedom and social justice, and driven by the desire to break free from outdated oppressive structures. This uprising of human spirit, alongside the technological and societal upheaval, signals a monumental moment in history, one that will likely continue to unfold for years to come. Looking ahead, Pluto's long-term presence in Aquarius, which will last until 2044, further amplifies these themes. Pluto, the planet of transformation and uncovering hidden truths, in Aquarius, the sign of technology, innovation, and humanitarian ideals, will continue to unearth deep-seated corruption in fields like science and technology, revealing secrets that have long been kept from the public eye. One area where we are already seeing such exposure is in the field of aviation, where long-held paradigms are being disrupted. Innovations like hybrid air vehicles that use helium to assist with takeoff are revolutionizing cargo transport, making it more efficient and environmentally friendly. These advances are just the beginning. While currently focused on goods, it won't be long before this groundbreaking technology is extended to passenger flights as well, changing the way we travel and transport goods across the globe. This shift in aviation is just one example of the incredible advancements happening in various industries today. Another fascinating innovation recently came to light: a hemp-based airplane, where 75% of the structure was made from hemp, and its fuel was a biofuel derived from the same plant. This is an extraordinary demonstration of how new, sustainable technologies are beginning to take root in a wide array of sectors, from aviation to medical technology, artificial intelligence, robotics, and healing sciences. The pace of innovation in all these areas is accelerating at an exponential rate, and it feels as though the doors to a future we once could only imagine are opening before us. These breakthroughs are not merely technological feats. They represent a shift in consciousness, an evolving awareness that we're capable of creating a world that is both more innovative and more compassionate. As we move further into this era of rapid transformation, we're invited to embrace the possibilities of new technologies, not just as tools for convenience or efficiency, but as means to create a more sustainable, harmonious, and interconnected world. The revolution we are witnessing is not just happening in the physical realm, but also in the very way we perceive our relationship to the planet and each other. It's a time of both outward progress and inward awakening, where we are encouraged to break free from old constraints and align with the future that's emerging before us. At the very start of this month, we are blessed to witness a breathtaking celestial alignment in the mystical sign of Pisces. In February, Venus, exalted in Pisces, will be joining forces with Neptune and the North Node, all precisely positioned at 28 degrees of Pisces. This alignment brings with it an enchanting, almost ethereal energy that fills the atmosphere with heightened spiritual significance and profound creativity. The influence of these planets creates a window into a world where imagination and intuition reign supreme, where the connection to the divine and the unseen realms becomes more accessible and potent. For those tuned into the cosmic vibrations, it is a time to embrace love in its purest form, unconditional, healing, and transformative. Whether you're an artist, a writer, or a musician, you may find that you're effortlessly transported into a state of flow, where inspiration pours through you as if guided by otherworldly forces. The act of creating might feel like a form of divine channeling, as if you're no longer working from the confines of your own mind, but instead tapping into a greater cosmic consciousness. Yes, before watching the entire video, I want to say one thing. If you appreciate even a little bit of the effort I've put into this content, please consider donating a super thanks from your side so that you and your entire family can benefit from this positive energy. The effects of this alignment extend beyond the personal and artistic realms. This energy serves as a bridge to the unseen world, helping us tune into the elementals, the subtle energies that surround us in nature, and the spiritual currents that govern our existence. With the presence of Venus and Neptune, the boundaries between the material world and the spiritual realms seem to soften, blurring the lines between what is tangible and what is not. This can create an experience where reality feels more fluid, more malleable, and at times, even dreamlike. For some, this dissolution of boundaries can be deeply uplifting, a reminder of our interconnectedness with all that is, while for others, it may feel disorienting and surreal. Emotions may seem amplified, and the ordinary might feel extraordinary. As we are approaching the final degrees of Pisces, the end of the zodiac cycle is upon us. Pisces, as the last sign, represents a time of closure and reflection. And as we prepare for the shift into the bold and dynamic energy of Aries, there can be a sense of emotional overwhelm or a feeling of being suspended between two worlds. It is not uncommon to feel like a chapter in your life is coming to a close, but the next one has yet to begin. This liminal space can be confusing, even unsettling, as you wait for the new beginnings to reveal themselves. If you find yourself lost in this void, know that it is a natural part of the process, and it is vital to allow yourself the space to feel what you feel. The astrology suggests that many will experience this sense of suspension as part of the necessary dissolution before new opportunities can take root. Change is on the horizon, and the current cosmic shifts are signaling a time of great transformation, both individually and collectively. Over the next 15 months, we're entering a period of profound shifts, particularly with the movement of the outer planets into new signs. This will culminate in Saturn and Neptune, both transitioning into Aries, the sign of new beginnings and bold action. For Saturn, this is a rare event that happens only once every 29.5 years, while Neptune's move into Aries marks a 65-year cycle. These two planets don't often meet in Aries, making this transition even more significant. The last time they aligned at the very first degree of Aries, the point of pure creation, was over 36 years ago. This rare cosmic event sets the stage for a new era, one where the energies of creation, leadership, and personal empowerment are at the forefront. It is a time to step into the unknown with courage and faith, knowing that the foundations for a new chapter in your life are being laid in the most cosmic of ways. In fact, upon further investigation, my research indicates that the last occurrence of this rare and significant conjunction at 0 degrees Aries may date back as far as 12,000 years ago, an incredibly rare event. This places us in a unique and momentous time in history, one where multiple grand cycles are drawing to a close and new beginnings are unfolding. The Earth itself is traversing the galactic current sheet, a powerful cosmic energy field that influences our planet in ways we are just beginning to understand. Alongside this, the precessional cycle is shifting, ushering in a new phase of cosmic alignment. For some, this alignment also points to the end of the current Kali Yuga, an ancient concept in Hindu cosmology, which is said to culminate in March, marking a profound shift in our spiritual and earthly existence as we transition into a new age. What's even more extraordinary is the simultaneous transition of several important dwarf planets and outer planets, making this astrological moment appear unprecedented in human history. This level of transformation is not limited to just one or two cosmic movements. It is a convergence of many powerful forces that have not aligned in such a way for millennia. When we take into account solar cycles, the behavior of sunspots, and the Saturn-Neptune conjunction, it becomes clear that 2024 is an exceptional year, one that holds the potential for sweeping changes across many facets of existence, personally, collectively, and globally. If you're experiencing a period of pause or uncertainty in your life, I encourage you to lean into it. Embrace this moment of introspection and give yourself the space to rest, reflect, and simply be. These transitional moments are sacred, a time when the universe calls us to recalibrate and realign with our deeper purpose. It's a time to allow yourself to drift, to dream, and to envision new possibilities for your future. As you move through this time, pay attention to your dreams as they may hold profound insights. The veil between the conscious and unconscious mind is thinner during such times, and the messages from your inner world may be clearer than ever. If you're not already in the habit of keeping a dream journal, this would be the perfect opportunity to start. Recording your dreams will help you harness the wisdom they offer and bring it into your waking life. The best time to take action will arrive at the beginning of February, as the energy in the cosmos will be particularly potent during this period. Neptune's influence will remain strong in Pisces, until March 30th, making early February an ideal time for creative endeavors, spiritual practices, and deep introspection. This is a period of heightened intuition and artistic inspiration, an opportunity to tap into the imaginative realms and manifest your desires in powerful ways. Furthermore, on February 6th, Jupiter will station direct at 11 degrees of Gemini, marking another significant cosmic shift. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, knowledge, and wisdom, will begin to move forward again after a period of retrograde motion, signaling a time for new growth and the manifestation of big ideas. Jupiter shares many qualities with Uranus, both being associated with truth, progress, and forward-thinking visions. With Mercury recently conjuncted with Pluto, ushering in powerful revelations, the atmosphere is ripe for a new understanding of truth, justice, and higher wisdom. Within just a few days, both Jupiter and Uranus will shift from retrograde to direct motion, signaling a collective shift in direction. This powerful combination of cosmic events invites us to embrace new opportunities, to stand firm in our truth, and to pursue our goals with renewed vigor and clarity. Jupiter's placement in Gemini brings an influx of significant information, often pertaining to law, justice, and truths that can affect both our personal and collective beliefs. This is a time when we may find ourselves receiving news or gaining insights that challenge or broaden our understanding of the world. The presence of Pisces energy amplifies this further, inviting us to dream bigger than ever before, expanding our vision and thinking beyond current limitations. However, this energy is not just about grand visions. It also asks us to reflect carefully on the decisions we make, both large and small. Gemini, with its dual nature, symbolizes choice and duality, prompting us to be more mindful of our decisions throughout the year. It's important to resist the temptation to rush into things that seem immediately convenient or easy. This period calls for introspection, asking us to pause and listen deeply to our hearts before taking significant action. Decisions made in haste may carry consequences, so this is a reminder to think things through before moving forward. As Gemini shifts its direction, we are likely to experience changes in our perspectives and beliefs. Our interpretation of facts and the way we approach information could evolve. This shift, occurring on the 5th, will reverberate for several days, so take note of any shifts in your mental or emotional landscape. These changes might not always be immediately obvious, but may manifest in subtle ways such as a sudden insight or a shift in how we see the world. On the 12th, the upcoming full moon will offer us even more clarity, as new insights may emerge, potentially altering our worldview or reshaping our belief systems altogether. It's a powerful time for personal growth, shedding old beliefs that no longer serve us and stepping into a new phase of understanding. Gemini's connection to birds and the lungs adds an interesting layer to this transit. Birds are often symbols of freedom and communication, and the lungs represent the breath of life, the ability to receive and release. This may be a reminder to tune into our body's signals, breathe deeply, and allow ourselves the space to process the information we're receiving. As we embrace new knowledge and ideas, we must ensure that we are also creating space to release old patterns, making room for more expansive thinking. The full moon in Leo, which occurs on the 12th, marks a significant moment of culmination and revelation. The full moon represents a time when the sun and moon are in opposition, creating a powerful tension that brings to light things that may have been hidden or overlooked. This is a time of completion, closure, and illumination, where we may find answers or resolutions to questions that have been lingering. Leo, a fire sign ruled by the sun, is all about self-expression, confidence, and leadership. It's the energy of the king or queen, the sovereign who leads with strength, dignity, and courage. The lion symbolizes not only strength and bravery, but also authenticity. This is a time to embrace your true self, to step into your power, and to allow your inner light to shine brightly. As we move through this full moon, we are encouraged to tap into our own regal energy and express ourselves with boldness and confidence. Leo is also about inspiring others through our actions and our example, reminding us that when we stand in our greatness, we uplift those around us as well. This is a time for leadership, not in the traditional sense of commanding others, but in the sense of showing up as our authentic selves and encouraging others to do the same. As Nelson Mandela once wrote, "As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same." This full moon, then, is a call to step into your light, trust in your power, and inspire others to embrace their own greatness. Whether it's in your personal life, career, or relationships, this is a moment to shine with authenticity and confidence, allowing your energy to radiate outward and create a ripple effect that impacts others in positive, empowering ways. This full moon brings a potent wave of creative energy, aligning strongly with Pisces and Leo, two zodiac signs that are renowned for their vivid, expressive, artistic abilities. The connection to creativity during this time is not just about artistic pursuits, but also about authenticity, truth, and courage in all aspects of life. It's a reminder that love, much like creativity, is a powerful force, unyielding, bold, and full of vitality. It's not a fleeting flame, but a fire that burns with intense force, ready to transform and inspire. At the heart of this full moon is a dynamic T-square with Uranus positioned at 23 degrees of Taurus. This astrological aspect places an additional emphasis on the energy of Aquarius, especially considering Pluto's recent full entry into Aquarius in November. Uranus, the planet that rules Aquarius, brings with it themes of freedom, revolution, and sudden shifts, forces that may feel unpredictable but are necessary for growth. We may witness disruptions in technology, unexpected advancements, or sudden changes in the way we think about freedom, truth, and the future. This could manifest as cyber attacks, technological glitches, sudden power outages, or volatility in financial markets, particularly in areas related to Taurus, like agriculture, real estate, and finance. While these disruptions might feel chaotic, they can also spark rapid innovation and force us to reevaluate our systems and values. As we navigate through this period, themes of integrity, humility, and authenticity emerge as essential guiding principles. These themes reflect the current energy of Uranus, challenging us to remain true to our values amidst the rapid pace of change. The full moon's alignment highlights the need for honesty, both with ourselves and with others. There may be revelations or moments of clarity that bring hidden truths to the surface, particularly in areas related to the economy, technology, or global affairs. As we witness these shifts, it will be important to hold on to the values of integrity and authenticity, resisting the temptation to be swayed by external forces or distractions. The full moon's impact on Leo, known for its leadership and creative expression, aligns with the broader theme of standing in our truth and being courageous in the pursuit of what feels right. This may mark a time when important personal or collective decisions are made, which have far-reaching consequences in both individual and global spheres. Whether it's in the realm of financial systems, technological progress, or the unveiling of hidden truths, something significant is on the horizon. As we wait for these revelations to unfold, we can be sure that they will be powerful catalysts for change. In terms of astrocartography, the full moon casts its shadow across specific parts of the globe, highlighting key areas where these energies might be most intensely felt. The moon's path skims the west coast of Africa and the east coast of Australia, indicating that these regions might experience the emotional and creative energies of the full moon more strongly. Uranus, positioned at the foundation of the United States, signals potential shifts in home and homeland dynamics. It's a time when people might feel called to reassess their relationship with their place of origin, whether through changes in political landscapes or personal shifts in how we relate to our environments. Uranus' influence across the west coast of the United States, in combination with its conjunction to the midheaven over Russia, Kazakhstan, and Iran, suggests that global events related to freedom, identity, and unexpected challenges may come to the forefront, especially in regions dealing with political unrest or technological advancements. Meanwhile, Pluto's conjunction to the midheaven over Greenland adds an intriguing layer to this global picture. This placement could point to transformative shifts in power dynamics, particularly as they relate to natural resources, governance, and the role of global institutions. The presence of Pluto over Brazil further hints at potential changes, perhaps in matters related to environmental concerns, social equity, or economic transformation. Overall, this full moon invites us to embrace the unpredictable, stay true to our values, and allow the winds of change to guide us toward a future built on authenticity, creativity, and courage. The coming weeks may bring challenges, but they also offer opportunities for growth and transformation, if we are willing to embrace them with open hearts and minds. The midheaven, often associated with leadership, authority, and the structures that govern societies, can be a key indicator of shifts in power, especially around the time of the full moon. While not all regions impacted by this astrological positioning will make global headlines, it's highly likely that some will rise to prominence. Astrology doesn't provide certainties, but rather offers a framework of probabilities, helping us to observe patterns and anticipate potential outcomes. During this time, we may witness certain political, social, or governmental movements gaining momentum, and individuals who hold positions of power might feel a significant shift in their influence. Mars's current retrograde, which continues until February 24th, along with its out-of-bounds status until April 7th, amplifies the intensity of the moment. Mars, the planet of action and assertion, is known for pushing individuals and situations beyond their limits, making this a period ripe for taking bold action, especially in areas that require physical stamina or athletic performance. However, this energy is not without its complications. Mars' retrograde motion often suggests a time of introspection or reassessment of past actions, pushing us to confront unresolved conflicts or re-examine our motivations. When combined with the out-of-bounds aspect, this creates a sense of unpredictability, as if the usual rules are no longer applicable. Adding to the complexity of this period is Mars's tense square with Pluto, another planet associated with power, transformation, and control. This aspect fuels a potent clash between forces striving for dominance, whether personal, political, or global. The push and pull between state power and individual autonomy becomes particularly prominent, inviting questions about freedom, authority, and the limits of control. On a broader scale, this energy could manifest in global movements advocating for liberty and independence, where people are likely to rise up in the face of oppressive systems. Another significant influence during this full moon is the presence of Eris, the goddess of discord and chaos. Eris, often regarded as an instigator of rebellion and social disruption, is forming an exact trine with the full moon, while simultaneously creating a square aspect with Mars. This configuration suggests that the themes of rebellion, defiance, and breaking from the established order will be strongly felt. Eris herself is known for challenging the status quo, pushing us to confront uncomfortable truths and highlighting the importance of standing up for justice, equality, and freedom. In mythology, Eris disrupted a divine gathering, and her actions set off a chain of events that ultimately led to the Trojan War. Her orbit, which deviates significantly from the ecliptic at a sharp 44-degree angle, mirrors her role as a force that rejects conformity and the mainstream. As such, Eris represents the courage to act outside the norms and to create change, often by force. Mars, located in the sensitive sign of Cancer, amplifies the emotional intensity of the current period. Cancer is a sign that is deeply connected to home, family, and security, and with Mars in this placement, there is likely to be a heightened sense of protectiveness. This emotional energy can manifest as a deep desire to safeguard one's loved ones and ensure the well-being of the home and homeland. It's a time when personal security and national defense could become central themes, with people feeling more protective and defensive in response to perceived threats or challenges. With Eris in the picture, this protective energy may lead to a confrontation between the need for security and the desire for freedom. Eris's disruptive influence could encourage people to challenge authority, even when doing so may seem to jeopardize their safety. In moments of aggression or tension, it's important to take a step back and approach situations with mindfulness and compassion, recognizing that the desire for security and the pursuit of personal freedom can sometimes conflict. Eris's mythological story is not only about discord and chaos, but also about the pursuit of truth and justice. In the current astrological climate, these themes are brought to the forefront, urging us to examine societal norms, question authority, and fight for the rights of the oppressed. As we witness crises unfolding across the globe, from war to climate disasters, Eris's call for justice can inspire collective action. Additionally, the retrograde motion of the North Node, which will be positioned at 29 degrees of Pisces during the full moon, adds another layer of emotional depth to this time. The final degree of the zodiac is often associated with endings, intense emotional experiences, and the culmination of karmic cycles. Pisces, a sign known for its deep empathy, compassion, and connection to the collective unconscious, amplifies the emotional landscape, urging us to confront collective suffering, whether it's through the lens of global conflicts, environmental disasters, or humanitarian crises. This astrological alignment invites reflection on our shared humanity and the need for compassion in the face of overwhelming challenges. As we move through this period, there is a strong call to not only acknowledge the pain and suffering around us, but to actively participate in the healing process, whether through offering support, advocating for change, or simply holding space for those affected. The emotional and spiritual energy of Pisces compels us to respond with empathy, understanding, and a deep sense of interconnectedness. As the world undergoes rapid transformations, we are reminded of the importance of coming together to confront the many crises unfolding, all the while seeking ways to bring healing, justice, and balance to a world in need of both. The full moon we are currently experiencing ushers in powerful and transformative energies, ones that are deeply tied to the themes of change, freedom, and emotional awareness. Its impact will be felt in varying degrees depending on how these forces interact with the broader movements of the world. What is certain, though, is that this moon signals a time of profound shifts and awakenings. As we stand on the cusp of these energetic currents, we must be ready for the significant changes that await us. This isn't just a moment of superficial change, but one of deep, intrinsic transformation that will ripple through our personal lives and the collective experience. As we move through this powerful period, cultivating compassion becomes essential, as this will be the foundation upon which we navigate 2025. Compassion will be our guide through not only the interpersonal challenges that arise, but also the larger-scale events that may unfold, particularly in relation to environmental shifts. Extreme weather patterns and significant Earth events will serve as reminders of the urgency of our collective responsibility. These changes signify not only the endings of certain cycles, but also the beginnings of others, suggesting that while some aspects of life may fall away, they create space for new opportunities, new growth, and new chapters in our shared journey. In the cosmic dance above, Mars is currently forming a powerful trine with Saturn at 17 to 18 degrees in Cancer and Pisces, respectively. This alignment presents an excellent opportunity to channel discipline and focus into strategic planning, with an emphasis on long-term vision. Mars and Saturn together help ground our dreams into tangible reality, which complements the ongoing Saturn-Neptune conjunction. This celestial pairing will bring a recurring theme throughout the year. The idea of making the dream real will rise to the forefront of our consciousness, urging us to take practical steps towards manifesting the aspirations we hold. As Neptune prepares to enter Aries on March 30th, followed by Saturn in May, the energy will shift in ways that heighten the urgency of turning abstract ideals into something concrete. The proximity of these two planets, which will continue to draw closer throughout the year, will culminate in an exact conjunction on February 20th of the following year, a major turning point for humanity, signaling the onset of a new era where dreams, once nebulous, will take on a more defined, manifest form. This conjunction will not only mark a period of personal and collective growth, but also signal the start of a new epoch, one where the boundaries between imagination and reality blur, and the world begins to reflect our visions. During this time, it's crucial to engage in deep reflection, meditation, and conscious planning, particularly for those with strong Pisces energy in their astrological makeup. The harmonious aspect of the Mars-Saturn trine will facilitate this introspective process, urging us to transcend our old limitations and envision a future that extends beyond the confines of our previous expectations. Mars's current out-of-bounds phase intensifies this call, pushing us to step outside of our comfort zones and explore new possibilities. The cosmic energies encourage us to expand our visions of what is possible, while also acknowledging the necessity of practical action to ground these visions in the material world. Astrology suggests that humanity is entering an era of profound transformation, one that will involve both physical and spiritual evolution. While the full extent of this shift won't be fully realized in 2025, we're already entrenched in the early stages of this metamorphosis. Just as a butterfly can never return to being a caterpillar once it emerges, humanity has already started its own transformation, with the pace of change only accelerating as the years unfold. The process may not be immediately visible on the surface, but the signs are there for those who look closely, especially as the planetary alignments continue to activate new potential in our collective journey. In past discussions, I've explored the rare alignment of Pluto, Haumea, and Sedna, which forms an unusual triangle aspect in the sky. These dwarf planets are closely linked to deep regeneration, transformation, and the complete overhaul of existing systems. The influence of this alignment is not fleeting. It will continue to impact us for at least the next 3 years, ensuring that the transformation we are undergoing is not temporary, but part of a much larger, long-term evolutionary shift. This period, though challenging at times, promises immense growth and profound changes that will shape our future for generations to come. The cosmic energies are urging us to embrace these shifts, for in doing so, we not only transform ourselves, but contribute to the collective awakening of humanity. Leo, the zodiac sign most deeply connected to the heart, plays a fundamental role in the ongoing transformation of human consciousness. The heart, as many ancient traditions and modern spiritual teachers have highlighted, holds profound significance, not just as an organ that pumps blood, but as a sacred conduit to the universe. It is the first organ to form in the human embryo, signaling its foundational role in the development of life. Beyond its physical function, the heart is considered the body's most powerful electromagnetic organ, radiating energy that connects us directly to the cosmos and to each other. Renowned spiritual teachers such as Lee Harris and Dr. David Clemens have emphasized the sacred nature of the heart, describing it as an unfiltered, direct connection to Source. This connection is essential as we continue our journey of ascension, an elevation in both consciousness and energy that requires a deeper understanding of the heart, not just as a physical organ, but as a spiritual one. As we move forward in the years to come, particularly in the transformative energies of 2025, it will become increasingly clear that understanding the heart, both its physical properties and its spiritual significance, will be key to navigating the complexities ahead. One of the most profound ways to begin this journey is by achieving heart coherence, a state of balance and harmony where the body, mind, and spirit are in alignment. Heart coherence is a state where the heart's electromagnetic field, which is far larger than that of the brain, comes into balance with our breath and body. This synchronization positively influences not only our health, but also the well-being of those around us. Our hearts, whether we are aware of it or not, emit a powerful electromagnetic field that we share with others. The more coherent our heart field is, the more healing and positive energy we radiate into the world. This state of coherence has a profound effect on our health. When the heart's electromagnetic field is in harmony, every cell in our body benefits, enhancing the natural regenerative processes and boosting our immune system. Heart coherence is not just a passive state, but an active one, requiring us to be present and intentional in cultivating balance. When we align our heart with our breath, our brain, and our body, we enter a state of optimal functioning, where every aspect of our being is in sync. This connection helps us to feel more peaceful, grounded, and resilient, particularly when facing challenges or navigating uncertainty. Achieving heart coherence is surprisingly simple, though it requires practice and awareness. It is as easy as dropping into the heart space, turning your attention inward and consciously feeling the energy of your heart. This simple act of focusing on the heart immediately shifts your consciousness to a more serene and expansive state. It brings you into a peaceful, blissful experience of inner harmony and coherence. Over time, the more we practice dropping into the heart, the more natural and automatic this state becomes, helping us to navigate the increasingly chaotic and unpredictable world around us. In 2025, we are likely to encounter a flood of information, rapid changes, and unexpected twists and turns that could easily leave us feeling overwhelmed. The pace of change is accelerating, and the need for emotional and spiritual resilience will become more pressing. At the same time, the planet is undergoing significant shifts with increasing electrification and the influence of artificial synthetic energies disrupting our natural magnetic fields. These external influences can create imbalances in our bodies and minds, making it more difficult to maintain the internal coherence needed for optimal health and well-being. The synthetic energy that surrounds us does not support our natural harmony and can often leave us feeling scattered, anxious, or disconnected from our true essence. This is why it is more important than ever to have simple, effective tools to ground ourselves and realign with our inner coherence. The good news is that these tools are not complicated or difficult to access. In fact, The ability to center ourselves and reconnect to the heart is something that, with practice, becomes second nature. Heart coherence techniques, such as mindful breathing, heart-focused meditation, and visualizing the energy of love, can all be used in an instant to restore balance and help us regain our center amidst the chaos. These practices should be our go-to methods for staying grounded and centered in times of stress or uncertainty, helping us to stay in alignment with our highest selves. There are numerous technologies available today that can help us achieve a state of coherence, and I've shared many of them before. Yet the reality is that we don't always need to rely on external tools or devices to experience this harmony. We have within us the natural ability to cultivate coherence, and one of the most profound ways to achieve this is through breathwork. When we consciously engage in practices that elevate our vibration, breathing deeply, focusing on the present moment, and tuning into our inner state, we can gradually raise our frequency and consciousness. As we continue to practice this, we become less affected by the disruptive and often overwhelming artificial energies that exist around us. The more we elevate ourselves spiritually and energetically, the less influence these external forces have over us. Essentially, we transcend their reach and rise above their effects. This is why nurturing heart coherence is becoming an even greater necessity in the year 2025. The path to this peaceful, blissful state is simple and accessible to all. It doesn't require any complex technology or advanced equipment. It can begin with something as easy and natural as conscious breathing, something that connects us to our bodies and our inner sense of peace. Walking barefoot on the earth, allowing the natural energy of the ground to flow into us, can ground us and help restore balance. Even the simple act of hugging a tree can reconnect us to the life force of nature and remind us of our deep connection to the planet. Nature itself has the power to bring us back into equilibrium, helping us recalibrate and align with our true selves. Moreover, the power of human connection amplifies this process. When we come together in groups, such as during our nightly meditations, the energy generated from our collective presence is magnified exponentially. There is no need for technology to facilitate this connection. No Zoom meetings or online platforms are necessary. We are still able to connect energetically across the world, coming together through the power of our hearts and shared intention. What makes this collective experience even more powerful is the intention behind it. When we focus our collective energy and intention on the highest good for all beings, the impact is profound. We are not merely sending healing energy to those who need it. We are envisioning them as already whole, already healed, already living in a state of thriving, surrounded by happiness, abundance, and peace. This shift in perspective, moving from focusing on what is lacking or needing healing to envisioning the desired outcome, creates a dynamic and transformative shift. The energy we put into seeing others in their highest potential is an incredibly potent force that has the power to create real change in the world. The key here lies in the way we hold our focus and intention. The more clearly we can visualize the outcome we wish to create, the more potent our energy becomes. This practice doesn't just affect us individually. It has a ripple effect that can influence the world around us. We are co-creators of the reality we experience, and when we consciously direct our thoughts, feelings, and energy toward a higher vibration, we contribute to the collective good in ways that are immeasurable, yet incredibly impactful. Our greatest strength, the one that will truly carry us forward in these transformative times, doesn't stem from brute force or advanced technology. It comes from something far more profound and enduring: heart coherence. This inner alignment, the quiet power of our hearts and minds working in unison, is what will see us through the rapid shifts we are experiencing. It is our ability to focus our energy, to hold our attention in the face of distractions, and to cultivate a deep sense of inner peace and harmony that will carry us through these challenging times. In a world that often prioritizes external achievement and power, this internal coherence is the foundation of our true strength, and it is something each of us can tap into at any moment. This period of rapid evolution, both on a personal and collective level, calls for tools that go beyond external forces. It asks us to refine our inner landscapes, our emotional balance, our mental clarity, and our spiritual openness. By doing so, we become more adept at navigating the complexities of the world around us, while simultaneously contributing to the greater harmony of the collective. In truth, this inner coherence is the one thing that no external challenge can ever undermine, and it is a quality that we are all capable of nurturing. I say this with complete conviction. From the depths of my heart and soul, I deeply believe in the power of our collective consciousness and its ability to transform the world when aligned with love, compassion, and understanding. As we move toward the second half of February, we will soon find ourselves entering what I like to call the Pisces pile-up. The astrological energy during this period will be uniquely potent, with a remarkable number of planets aligning in the zodiac sign of Pisces. This event will create an amplified emphasis on water energy, symbolizing flow, intuition, and emotional depth. This potent Pisces energy will carry us through the rest of February, all of March, and even into early April, creating a time of deep emotional exploration and spiritual awakening. During this period, we are invited to dive deeper into our inner worlds, to explore the vast emotional and spiritual realms within, and to connect with our intuition in a more profound way. There will be many opportunities to embrace this water element and allow it to guide us on a journey of healing and transformation. In closing, I want to share a quote from Martin Luther King Jr., one that resonates more powerfully now than ever before. While it may be familiar to many, it offers timeless wisdom that speaks to the heart of our current moment. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. These words are a beacon of hope and a call to action. They remind us that the only way to heal the world and ourselves is through love, through the conscious choice to rise above the negativity and challenges that surround us, and to meet them with the light of compassion, kindness, and understanding. We are on the precipice of a revolution, one that is not of violence or destruction, but of consciousness and love. As we step into this collective awakening, I want to express my deepest gratitude for each and every one of you. Your presence, your support, and your kind words mean more to me than I can fully express. It is because of you that this journey is possible, and together we will continue to walk this path toward greater light and unity. For those who are new to this space, I welcome you with open arms. I hope that you find inspiration, support, and peace here as we navigate this extraordinary journey together. If you're finding value in this content, consider supporting our channel by giving a super thanks. It truly makes a difference. And please don't forget to subscribe for more uplifting updates and content that can inspire and encourage you. Your support means so much, and we are grateful for each of you.